What is up, everyone, and welcome to NXT. And like I said last week, we have a big announcement by your UK champion, EC3, the top 1%. And right now, going alone, no Jackson Riker to be seen. EC3 here recently has really, I believe, changed his career for the better. EC3, now a main part of NXT, was in the very first main event for this championship, well, for the NXT championship, excuse me. NXT TakeOver Florida, fail 4-way elimination. I believe final two were EC3 and Andrade, but EC3 fell short. EC3, almost the first ever NXT champion. But how life is. So what is a special announcement for the top 1%? Pacing around the ring. And also, EC3 doesn't have a contender for TakeOver New York. That is a couple of weeks away as well. EC3 looking to be a part of TakeOver New York. Will certainly be part of it. He's UK champion. And here we go. EC3 finally gonna grab a mic. What will he say? What is on the top 1%'s mind? Yeah, a good look at Full Sail. Well, EC3 said no longer using the UK Championship. No. EC3! Talk about bring it back from the dead. EC3 has brought back the $1 Million Championship, but tonight we're going to see Io Shirai versus Kairi Sane for the Contenders match. Carl Anderson going to step down for one night only to face Keith Lee. And then, what a way for the new championship, going to defend it in an open challenge. But let's get into the #1 Contenders match between Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. And right now, Kairi Sane coming down to the ring. This is going to be an epic matchup. Who will challenge Rhea Ripley at TakeOver New York? The last pay-per-view we had was Evolution, and the first ever all-women's pay-per-view for Universe Mode. And to kick off that show was Rhea Ripley versus the former NXT Women's Champion, Dakota Kai. Hell of a match. Dakota Kai proved herself that night, but sadly will not be the next contender for Rhea Ripley. We're going to find out soon who will be the next contender for the Nightmare, the NXT Women's Champion. Big opportunity for these two women. Kairi Sane barely getting opportunities here in NXT. Same with Io Shirai, so finally getting a one-on-one for a shot at TakeOver. Who will go to their very first TakeOver? Same with Rhea Ripley. I'll be your first TakeOver too. Both women going to their first TakeOvers. Kairi Sane patiently waiting for her opponent, the genius of the sky, Io Shirai. A little attitude change here recently. Her idol, Rey Mysterio, kind of turned her back. Io Shirai did on everyone. So Io Shirai has a huge chance. Is this attitude change going to help, or will this attitude change bring her an opportunity to wear a championship around her waist in Season 5 of Universe Mode? Who will be named #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship in the NXT Women's Division? Beautiful as it is. Who will be the next challenger for the Women's Championship? And here we go. The bell rung. Kind of sizing up each other. Collar and elbow tie up here. And Io Shirai. A little quick. But Kairi Sane was this. Same gut lock, but no. Turns it into a snapmare headlock. And Io Shirai once again. He's going to plant that knee right in her back. And a dragon screw by Io Shirai. And maybe the main focus going to be on the legs. Wait a minute. Kairi Sane able to fend off Io Shirai. And Hurricane Rana by Kairi Sane. And now what is this? Got a wrench on that arm. Perfect though. Be harder to kick out if Kairi Sane can actually damage the arm good enough. Scoop power slam. No, Io Shirai able to get out of it. Hurricane Rana. No, turned it into a power bomb. Io Shirai just got dropped on her neck. And this could be all she wrote. That power bomb literally could have put her out alone, but Kairi Sane locking her in. The Black Widow. Is that enough? No, Io Shirai once again. Snapmare, and I believe kind of got caught up in the ropes there. And a crossface! Crossface here right in the get-go of this match. But Sane able to flip her over. Maybe still days from that power bomb. What is this? Into the corner. Gonna ram her right into the corner. Went for a chop, and now we're gonna turn it over. Io Shirai picked up speed. No, to the back of the neck, and now that seems to be damaged, but not good enough. Got her up. Facebuster by Io Shirai. And not done. Standing moonsault. In the midsection of Kairi Sane has to be hurt. Forearm. And I'm going to sit her down to the back. And a camel clutch. This might end in a submission here instantly. But Sane able to power out of that submission, of that camel clutch, and now going to get the scoop power slam in. Shirai able to get off. And Shirai with a very beautiful Hurricane Rana. And Sane going to roll out. And Shirai going to start hitting the ropes, but no, Sane catches him with that Hurricane Rana. Get it by the left leg. Power bomb. And that one was more on the neck. On the back, excuse me. And now, again after the arm. Shirai unable to get that Hurricane Rana in. And what is this? Michinoku driver right on that lower back and neck too. All 2 for 1 there for a single leg drop kick. And Shirai with a suplex. Shirai, was she thinking here? Gonna cause some pain on the arms. Oh, it turns into a roll-up. This could be it? No. I didn't think it was it, but it could have been. You never know. Shirai knows she has it. Has the prize in her hands. Collar and elbow. Sane gonna hit her off. To the midsection. Spinning back fist. No. Able to get out of it. And a second dragon screw after the knees. And what is this? A second face buster, perhaps? And she got all of it that time. And again, not done. Knows Sane is a little dazed. The axe handle. Arm drag. Chop, nobody home. To the corner. Excuse me. And what is this going to happen here? Sending Sane to the top. No, Sane to the face. Spear! Thunderous spear. Literally almost took the boots off of Io Shirai. Almost actually speared her out of her clothes. And now form strong style-esque by both women. Both came up from Japan. So you know both women are going to be hard-hitting. And no, Shirai to the midsection again. Roll through. Shoulders are down. 1, 2. Wait, Sane able to turn it over. No way, is it over? No! Near fall. Sane almost went to takeover. And again catches her to the Black Widow for the second time. Black Widow to Io Shirai, but this time Shirai able to get out of it. And again, drop toe hold face first. Goes Sane. And again, catches her into a suplex. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. And Sane using the ropes to Shirai. Gonna get that knee ready for that maybe for that backbreaker. And I'll get a wrench on that back. That has to hurt. Also the arms too. And Shirai gets it on. What is this? Is Sane gonna be able to break out of it? No. The arms. Oh, schoolboy! So, excuse me, schoolgirl. Kicking out. I thought we honestly saw a contender named Io Shirai. Again! Went for that Hurricane Run. I got caught with that power bomb, dropping her on her neck. And that blockbuster! And again, that attack on the neck. Will this be able to give Sane the W? Got caught! Crossface! And that is a quick crossface. Could get caught in it just like that, as you heard from my commentary. It was locked in before it even registered in my mind. But Sane able to get out of it. Kick to the midsection. Alabama slam. And that is perfect setup for the insane elbow. And Io Shirai gonna roll out. And another time with that Hurricane Run. I believe it actually dropped her on her face, went for an axe handle. And got caught. German dropping her again on the back of the neck. And there was no escape for Shirai this time. Wait, not go for the insane elbow. Moonsault! Is it over? Kind of mocking Io Shirai. And no, not enough. Maybe it's caught. Wrenching on that back. That angle, the human body is not supposed to bend that way. Is it gonna get the W for Sane? No. Tripping the legs. But the back has been damaged. Hurricane Rana. And Io Shirai gonna wisely roll out. Trying to get a chance to breathe. Forearm. Jesus. And Sane is feeling it. Now gonna go after the legs. Maybe so she can't hit that moonsault. I'm going to throw the lifeless body of Io Shirai in the ring. Went for the spinning back fist again. Nobody home. Went for German, I believe, drop kick to the chest. And that looked nasty. And what is this? By Shirai, double foot stomp to the torso. And that is going to take the wind right out of you. Another drop kick. It's Shirai. Seems to be tired, dazed, everything. Shirai. Scoop power slam. And Shirai begging, saying to get up. Once again with that crossface. Like I said earlier, this match might end in a submission. Will Kairi Sane tap out to the crossface and let's go. Oh no, for that backbreaker, like I said, Canadian backbreaker. It's over. Io Shirai's heading to takeover. You can count to 5. Good night. Are you serious? Kairi Sane able to get the shoulder up. Wants to go to takeover. Needs to go to takeover and finally gets that Hurricane Run in. Shoulders are down. The torque, maybe not a kick out. No. Sane able to get out. And gonna roll. And Shirai. Well, maybe trying to juke her out, just hitting the ropes. barely got that kick there, and again for the arm drag. And a third time's a charm perhaps. Black Widow! Is it going to be enough? And again, Snapmare. A huge forearm. And Shirai with knees to the midsection. This could be over here. Insane able to get the shoulder up. Insane like a dead woman rising from her grave. Getting up. And a huge axe handle. And a clothesline. Insane is feeling it. I said that last time, but now most certainly I know she's feeling it. What is this? Michinoku driver on the outside, dropping Shirai on the padded ground. And Shirai gonna shrug it off, falling right into the barricade. And gonna wrench on that arm. On the outside. And Shirai not gonna win this way. I'm gonna drag her into the ring. I'll mess up there. And a headbutt by Io Shirai. Saying able to get out of it. And again catches her. Jesus, how many times has Io Shirai been dropped in the back of her neck? Alabama Slam? No! Shirai! Don't head to takeover! She gonna rob it? No! It's Kairi Sane at near fall. Near fall. Snapmare! Whiplashing the neck, and again for the midsection knees! And Shirai not taking the cover, and not again. A second time in a row, and this could be all she wrote. Shirai heading to the top. Turning over, and moonsault, no! Sane got the knees of this match, is still going on. Able to dodge. And a second dragon screw, and Jesus, the way she hit the ropes there. And oh my. She has a 10 count. Oh, 5 count, excuse me. Jesus! Shirai. That looked nasty. For a forearm, and again the axe handle. And not enough. Again to the back of the neck. And Shirai could be fading soon. Ooh, she keeps getting those blows to the back of the neck. And this is perfect positioning for the insane elbow. This could be all she wrote. Insane elbow! Right on the heart. Kairi Sane's heading to take over. No! There is still some fuel left in the tank for Io Shirai. And another Hurricane Rana. Again. Trying to get that breather. And Shirai gonna throw her right back in the ring. Forearm, nobody home. Able to block. Now gonna go after the arm. A back elbow. And a German! Shoulders down! Is it over? And Sane barely gets the shoulders up. For something in a Luthez press. A sharp forearm. Almost taking down Shirai. Kitchen Sink and a leg. Kick to the back of the neck. And Shirai looks to be out. Is it time for the insane elbow? Elbow went for it on the back of the neck. And another German. No cover this time. And another facebuster coming up. Got him! Standing moonsault, beautifully executed. And Shirai, what the crossface? The crossface in deep. Is Shirai gonna head to takeover via the crossface? And it's in for quite some time. And look at the torque on the neck. Jesus! And no! Shirai unable to pick up the W with the crossface. I'm gonna dump her out. And a kick. What a match. Who wants it more? Gonna help her up. Back! Elbow. Back fist elbow. And this is over. The fuel has to be out of the tank now. No! And Shirai kicks out. Insane is in disbelief. It's again, this time in the ring where a pinfall can't be made. Michinoku driver. And what is Sane thinking? Forearm. Jesus, that looked gruesome. And another one. Shirai able to stay on her feet. Barely holding on to her in a Hurricane Rana by Sane. Snapmare. Kick. Nobody home. German perhaps again, but no, out after the leg for the forearm. And another dragon screw. Shirai. Frog splash. Could it be over? No, Sane out of one. Going after the torso again. I gotta yank the arm down. And I believe was going for that Boston variation of a Boston Crab again. Shirai roll through once again. It could be over here. Is Kairi Sane gonna lose? No, and there's a kick out. German able to fight out of it. Right hand. To drop her down. For the moonsault. Got her. Finally, Io Shirai hits the moonsault. That is it. Io Shirai is heading to takeover. Oh, that menacing laugh. What a hard-fought fight for both women, and I say fight because they both wanted this one. But at the end of the night, when that bell rang, Io Shirai was victorious. So your women's match for NXT TakeOver in New York, Io Shirai, the genius of the sky, is going to take on Rhea Ripley, the NXT Women's Champion. And what a fight that's going to be. And what a contenders match that was. But it is time to bask in his glory. The main event of TakeOver New York will see this man Keith Lee clash with the Demon Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. The vacant NXT Championship. On social media, Keith Lee called out Finn Balor's old, quote-unquote, as he put it, buddies, his Tokyo buddies. And Carl Anderson did not take that lightly. So, Shane McMahon and The Rock met together and agreed to this one-time only Raw versus NXT match. Keith Lee going to take on Carl Anderson. This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. The Machine Gun Carl Anderson versus the History Maker Keith Lee. And this is Keith Lee's house. as he puts it. And TakeOver New York could possibly be the biggest takeover ever. And we await for the club. But Carl Anderson is not alone. Bringing the good brother, the big LG Luke Gallows. The first time Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are in Full Sail. The Good Brothers, the club, call them whatever you want. Carl Anderson set for one-on-one competition. And here we go, Carl Anderson going to take on Keith Lee, first time ever. And Anderson ready to be unleashed. Now to the midsection, and Keith Lee just looks at him. I went for a neck breaker, and Keith Lee going to launch him off in a forearm, and Jesus! Keith Lee Carl Anderson wasn't dropping it. I hit with that Grizzly Magnum. And Keith Lee, a man his size, shouldn't be able to do that. A standing moonsault, flattening Carl Anderson like a pancake. And what is this? Caught him up. He's gonna lay back on him, and you see the expression on Luke Gallows. Keith Lee getting in a headlock. Was not wise to taunt him. Gets a Russian leg sweep. Going for a DDT, and Keith Lee with the right hand to the midsection breaks the grip. This is not looking good for Carl Anderson. A power bomb. I'm gonna wrench on that leg. Now Keith Lee with the right hands to a defenseless Carl Anderson. Keith Lee elbow to the shoulder blade. And went for a headbutt and turned it into a jawbreaker clothesline. Takes the big man off his feet and gonna just ram the back of that head into the mat. And Anderson heading to the top. And Anderson with the leg drop. Is it over? Are you kidding me? Keith Lee at a 0 kicks out. And Anderson is in disbelief. To the back. And could you imagine if you were Keith Lee right there, the vertebrae just cracking on Carl Anderson's knee? And Keith Lee gonna kind of turn it around after Anderson was taunting and a power bomb. Gonna pick him up. And a headbutt. Another one. Just repeated headbutts. Anderson dropped to a knee. Off the ropes. That calf kick. Anderson gets caught in a huge hurricane run up by the big man Keith Lee. And Keith Lee is ready. I'm gonna just throw him back into the ring. And this is bad news for Anderson. On the ropes. Clothesline. Anderson reverses. We know what's coming here. The pounce by the big man. And you will certainly bask in his glory. And Keith Lee looking to put this one away. Keith Lee lift and dropped Spirit Bomb. And it is all over. And Carl Anderson able to get the shoulder up. And Keith Lee in a little disbelief. Anderson able to block that forearm. Off the ropes goes Keith Lee. Maybe another pounce. Lifts him up. Gun stun. The big man dropped. Anderson with an upset. Carl Anderson to defeat Keith Lee 1. And oh my god. Once again, Keith Lee gets up at, this time at a 1. And Carl Anderson has, what are you supposed to do? And Keith Lee just eats the shot, eats the super kick. Forearm, lights out. Lights out. Carl Anderson, you're gonna wrench on the neck now. You're gonna drop him. Jesus Christ. Anderson could be out. Ducks it. Keith Lee with the leap. Button heads here. Neck breaker. Got him this time. Although for the long run it benefited Carl Anderson. Kick to the midsection. Sidestep. Small package by Keith Lee to rob this W. And a 1. And Keith Lee dropped to a knee, maybe a little exhausted. And Keith Lee into the corner. The southpaw. And a huge splash. And Keith Lee not done. The big man from the top. Moonsault. Carl Anderson just got the life squished out of him, but still capable of getting the shoulder up. Went for a huge palm slap to the chest. And that had to hurt. The chest has to be lit up right now for Carl Anderson. For a powerbomb again and a dragon screw. Smart and Gallows hyping up. And got him! Spine buster! Arn Anderson-esque spine buster! And another one! And Carl Anderson in disbelief this time. And this could be all she wrote here. Going for the second gun stun in the match. Beautiful cutter. Got him! No! Lee able to throw him off. And a loose-ass press by Carl Anderson. And Keith Lee has been busted open. For a punch into the midsection. Off the ropes. Able to reverse. Keith Lee floats over, but able to hang on. Slide right through. And drug cutting the big man off. And that had to hurt. Huge chop. Keith Lee staying up. And a kick. And a forearm. And again to the midsection. Uppercut finally takes down Keith Lee. And that took a lot out of Carl Anderson. And Keith Lee gonna retreat back into the ring. The ropes. It's grabbing him. Jesus! Off the turnbuckle. And Keith Lee with a stomp. And I'm going to throw that left arm down. And Anderson seems to be dazed. Seems to be out. And Keith Lee says, bring it. You're all... Grizzly Magnum, no! Keith Lee. Back elbow. Connects. Got him up. Big bang catastrophe. No one gets their shoulder up after this. Keith Lee takes the W hands down. And Keith Lee is victorious. What a unexpected hell of a match. And Keith Lee seems to be cut the left ear maybe. Above the left ear. And Keith Lee is... No, Keith. Looking to send a message to Finn Balor. And the ref finally gonna have enough of this and do his best. But now it is time for your main event. Who is it gonna accept the $1 million challenge? Your $1 million champion, EC3, the top 1%. And Jackson Riker's here this time. The bodyguard of EC3 will always be here. This man can buy his way to the top. The $1 million champion. Who is going to accept this open challenge? A free title match. As a chance, win that championship and cash it in. Well, that's about, I would say, it's the $1 million championship. But you might get way more than $1 million. That's all you have to think about, though. EC3 has the weight around his shoulders. The man made of money could lose it all tonight. And that's the money shot. Ladies and gentlemen, screenshot. Get a picture, do whatever you need. The man claims he is the only man deserving in NXT. A part of the OG NXT. One of the very few left. Man just having a huge time singing his own thing, but who's accepting the challenge? No. EC3 kind of in shock. Who is it though? Heavy Machinery maybe? 2-on-1 perhaps? Heavy Machinery making their way to the ring. Which one is accepting the challenge? Maybe a triple threat? Maybe a 2v1? Otis and Tucker Knight. One of the OG NXT's two, and EC3 are going to kind of step out of the way there. Who is accepting the challenge? And it seems to be Otis. EC3 versus Otis for the $1 million championship. And as we get ready for this unexpected main event, can Otis become the $1 million champion? Can Otis win his first championship in this universe mode? In this company in NXT? Heavy Machinery, hell of a tag team. Always been going after those tag titles, but not able to win. Seems like maybe Otis looking to branch off the tag team and looking to become a singles champion. And what a hell of an opportunity. And there's a shot of Full Sail. The fans all on their feet. Otis and EC3 getting told the rules. And here we go. And EC3 showing Otis what he can have. And Otis is ready. The $1 million championship is on the line. Otis. EC3. And it is now official. The bell has rang. And Ethan. The suplex on the big man. And EC3 looking to end it here. And Otis seems to power out. And a right hand. Well, excuse me, left hands. Need to learn a little bit more of my left and rights here. A splash, Stinger splash, and Otis has dropped to his feet. He'll drop down. He's got off his feet already. A back elbow, and Otis seems to eat it. And Otis with the right hands this time. I'm sure it's the right hands, certain actually. And a suplex from Otis. And Otis not going to go for that cover, and right to the back, and Ethan trying to get up. Again, no. Ethan with a forearm. Off the ropes. Face first. Gee, that looked bad. Driving Otis head first into the canvas. A snapmare again. And can EC3 keep a hold of his $1 million title? And just lighting up Otis. And Otis seems to enjoy it in a clothesline. And Otis going to get a cover here. And EC3! Oh, he got the shoulder up by the ref. The ref is saying he got the shoulder up. And EC3 ducks that. Off the ropes. Ducks down. And a clothesline, and that is a clothesline, Otis. And I gotta drop that elbow. And Otis again, not going down, and Ethan kind of needs to think of a better game plan. And he's caught in the clutches of Otis. Suplex, and letting the blood rush to the head this time. To the midsection, and Ethan drops like a fly. And Otis wants to have a good time. Going to try to get the crowd hyped, and Ethan refusing to get back into the ring. Oh no. Again, taking down Otis. But no! Jackson Ryker going to get involved this time. And Ethan back to his feet. Russian leg sweep on the outside. And Tucker didn't see a thing. Tucker was taunting with the crowd, trying to hype up Otis. EC3 to the middle rope. Drop kick, nobody home. Overshot it. And Otis. Knee lift, and that could have... Jesus, what a knee by Otis. Went for a midsection punch, left hand, excuse me, nobody home again. Sidewalk slam. Dropping Ethan in the lower back. The whole spine, actually, the whole back has to be in agony. And is it over? And again, Ethan barely gets the shoulder up. And Otis is in shocks. Still. And the right hands by EC3 and the headlock driver. Dropping down Otis. And just gonna taunt him now. And EC3 going for it. Going for the 1%. Knee lift. Otis dodges. Sidesteps the knee lift. Off the ropes. Got him up again with the compactor. Drops EC3 the compactor to Ethan Carter III. And EC3 gets the shoulder up. I thought we saw a new champion. I thought EC3's just drops. EC3 just shoves him down. Overhead belly to belly. And what? I mean, I'm still in shock. Otis accepted it. I believe we all are. EC3 rolls through, and that, again, clothesline from hell. And Ethan to the top. Gonna just stay up there, waiting for Otis to get up. Axe handle dropping Otis. And Otis gonna roll to the outside. Gonna use the ropes, and EC3 again taunting Otis. A snapmare, now grabbing the legs. Jackson Ryker. That leaping knee strike. Otis with the right lariat. Just almost took the head off of EC3. The right hand. Off the ropes. Sending Otis on the outside again. And the second snapmare back into the ring. And Otis launching EC3. Otis maybe looking for the compactor. Or maybe something else. No. Now we're going to see the caterpillar. And from the top, this does not have a good ending for both men, especially EC3. Superplex, and Otis is hurt too. And EC3 is lifeless right now. Again into the corner. No, this is bad for Ethan. Otis, Vader bomb! Vader bomb! Ethan kicks out once again. And look at that, EC3 showing the disrespect to the spine. A second overhead belly to belly. And the cover this time, Otis could very well become champion. And EC3 kicks out. It couldn't sit up that time. And a lariat. Otis very well might be getting ready to become $1 million champion. I take that back headlock driver. And Otis seems to be dazed. EC3 went for the 1% again. Off the ropes. From the top to the rib cage. Face first goes Otis. Is it over? And Otis kicks out. Gonna turn the big man over and gonna go right after that ankle. Your leg is not supposed to bend that way. God. Otis, that leg is already messed up by that one maneuver. With the pickup Otis, which was pretty stupid if you ask me. Snapmare off the ropes. Got him. And Otis once again rolls. And EC3 with an elbow, taking down the big man. Can't win the championship on the outside and into the barricade once again. The right hand taking down EC3. Gonna roll and get steamed right through it. Otis is fired up now. At a 5 count. 6. You can't win the championship like this, Otis. 7. 8, and Otis. Maybe he's restarts the count. Maybe he's catching a breather. And overhead belly to belly on the outside. And Otis gets hit with a knee. And EC3 got to run into the ring. Off the ropes and that knee lift again. Did EC3 just outsmart Otis? Headlock driver. And EC3 going for it. What comes up must come down. 1%. The 1% and it's over. 3. EC3 retains his $1 million championship. 1%. EC3 defeats Otis. EC3 wins, but this is all we had for you tonight, guys. Hope you enjoy NXT, and tune in next time for Monday Night Raw.